Guys, huddle up. We're gonna run 35 for a while. Let's go! All right, let's get to a hoop. We gotta be better at knocking down open shots. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
Let's take them back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Indiana Pacers. We've seen some solid play from this Indiana team recently. They've been playing terrific basketball to start the season. They're showing all the signs they'll be able to keep that momentum going, too, looking more and more confident each time out. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about
The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. And, of course, John Henson. We've seen him playing by instinct, still learning the playbook.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it all hype, or will it be reality? We're about to find out, along with the fans in this stadium and the people watching at home.
And you can feel the excitement in here today, guys. I mean, anytime you add a player of his caliber, it is going to be a huge lift for your team.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. There's the pass to Maverick. From deep. Can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Stevenson outside. It's stolen by Allen. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here's Gasol. The rebound by Maverick.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And he dunks it down.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now, here's Gasol. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass.
Johnson the screen. Stevenson drives in. Gasol kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Randall. The jump hook. Pacers with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target for Maverick.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming to the court are your Pacers mates. All right,
here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Freak number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
Shots good by Ellis. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Another steal. Here's Maverick. Look at that jam. Beautiful.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a move.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Conley. D right on him. Gasol kicks to Stevenson. Clock at 6. Goes up on the block. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Well, what you will expect, Greg, is that they will have added motivation for this game. They want to prove that they should be the favorite to win against any team they face.
Allen dishes to Gasol. Stevenson outside. Gasol setting the pick for Stevenson. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Green got a piece of it. To the middle. Ellis the pass to George. The 3. And Indiana another 3.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pacers lead by... And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his...
I played the game how it's supposed to be played. I played.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. A total team effort out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Allen. Zach Randolph is out there with Wright. Then it's Johnson, and it's Huertas in at the 1 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was just phenomenal. He finished with 42 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits 5, no doubt about
And Indiana making a change here. Henson's checked in. To the paint, here's Maverick, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did, but boy, that was a nice job.
And now, let's hit it for your Ace.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Maverick. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Randolph a screen, down low. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The Grizzlies shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the first one drops. Rodney Stuckey's checked in. And we finished one.
Monte.
As we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Maverick, he's in at point guard. Mahimi is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then there's Ellis, and it's George in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Conley kicks to Stevenson. Left side, Randolph. And the layup falls. Randolph's got 6 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
To the middle. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Allen against Randolph.
That's a walk.
And the rejection by Mahimi. And even 3-on-3 break. A floater, Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside Conley. The feed to Randolph.
That's a walk.
Can't hit. Excellent D there from Allen.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Stevenson with it. Picked up by Ellis. Randolph a screen. And Stevenson kicks to Randolph. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And again, Monte Ellis. Ellis has got 10 points.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And now, let's hear it for your
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Maverick. First in scoring, first in steals, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Launches it. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Outside Conley. Here's Randolph. George with the defensive effort.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Randolph a screen. Conley dishes to Gasol. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Finishes the break with a slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well,
look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Another steal. Mahinmi passes to Maverick. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Allen kicks to Ellis. 1:33 left in the third quarter.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Just 5 to shoot. Stevenson inside the three-point line. No good. Ellis with some nice D. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside Conley. Stolen by George. And it's Ellis penetrating. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Conley kicks to Stevenson. Here's Randolph. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mavericks got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Pacers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Huertas, and that's not going to go.
And now, let's hear it for your
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down. So he's checked in for Indiana. Maverick comes in for George Hill. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Marc Gasol's checked in for Wright. Randolph comes in for Green. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
He dishes it to Conley. Gets an open look and hits.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The Pacers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Miles the pass to Maverick. Good on the three-point shot. Maverick's got 50 points.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Knocks it loose. All by himself. And he dunks it down.
And folks, those are hops that you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Here's Wirtz. He's guarded by Stuckey. Back to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They set the screen to the right side.
2 minutes.
And it's Conley penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a nice game for Allen. He's got 8 points and a steal.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Kirsten comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Maverick. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Maverick's got 57 points.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
In the corner, Randolph with it. Looking to get it going, and he gets it to go.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Maverick passes to Stuckey. Here's Maverick. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Maverick. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Adams with it. Rodney Stuckey covering. Green against Hill. And Green gets it to go.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Adams against Stuckey. Maverick. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 62 points for Freak. Here's Wirtz. Pass to Randolph. Lets it fly. Off target from the wing. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team.
Well, Paul, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and
During the team's current winning streak, how concerned have you been with making sure you get yours?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It feels good to get mine. I mean, as long as we get the win too. But once that's in hand, you know I'm all about them buckets. I'm gonna have to score, baby. Can't help it. Next.
Looking at the stat line, you took a lot of threes tonight. Any particular reason for that?
Yeah. Reason being is that they were giving me open looks and I took them. It's pretty simple. Anyone else would have done the same. That's it.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you...
right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
Hello, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It'll be the Stars off the tip.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Stars, they've got Towns. Jackson is out there with Johnson. And it's Hayes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Peters. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Now the elites with it. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
We talked a bit about the Rising Stars game, and Coach said it's been a blast. He said when you get a chance to see the work ethic and dedication of so many young players who have a bright future here in the league, you know that the NBA is going to be an incredible show in a couple of years. I really mean that. No doubt he did with the team he is leading, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Jackson.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
No good from Maverick.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Rebounded by the Stars.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Russell against Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Lampley. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He has 5.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Passes it to Maverick. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Stars now going with a whole new group out there. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Moutier pass to Jokic. To the left side wing. Pass to Tucker. Out left to the wing. Here's Moutier. Soft touch off the glass. Moutier's got his first basket.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
They get a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. Goes up. Oh, wow.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nicholson to halt the run. Can't get it to go. The elites go the other way with it. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Booker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night. There's the screen. Moutier passes to Maverick. They get the rebound. Tucker. The shot is off. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now the feed to Nicholson. The dish to Booker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message.
On the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Maverick, he's in at shooting guard. Porzingis is out there with Okafor. Then it's Russell, and it's Peterson at the small forward. That's the group in the game right now for the elites.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Can't make good off the screen.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Jackson kicks to Hayes. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
That's good.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Inside. Fast break, here they come. And there's the time to finish it off.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
They need this. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Russell, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so Russell hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Jackson dishes to Towns. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the elites.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
To the inside, Peters comes up empty down low.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson drives in. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The Stars trail by 19. Johnson with a screen on Russell. The three. The Elites pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
That's good.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris? And through one half, it has... And we now return to the Rising Stars Challenge, a great night for young fans and the best young players in the NBA.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Towns, and it's Hayes in at the 2. Jackson drives in, and he lays it straight in.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
Mavericks gone 5 of 9 from deep, so some big numbers coming on his 3-ball. Towns sets the pick for Hayes. And he gets the bucket. Hayes has got 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Beyond the arc. It falls. And 3 more from Maverick.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pass to Hayes. He kicks it to Towns. Shot clock at 6. All alone. The shot's good from Hayes. He's got 8.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The drive by Russell. Lets it go from deep. Another triple from Maverick.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Jackson kicks to Towns. Here's the screen. Here's Lampley. It's rebounded by Maverick.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's the Elites with the 3.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Johnson left side. Jackson in the corner. Poked away and stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The Elite shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Just absolute domination in this one. For Maverick, he's got 32 points, and he's buried a ton of 3-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Here's Towns. And once again off the mark by the Stars. Maverick passes to Peters. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 5 points in the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Jackson is doubled, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. The Elite's making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. The Stars also with the sub. Booker's checked in. Johnson attacking. Booker in the corner. Dishes it to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. To halt the run. And the Stars get it back. That's good. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Jackson dishes to Booker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. 14 points for D'Angelo Russell.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
The pass to Towns. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Jackson against Russell. Maverick. And again, it's the Elites with a 3.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
The drive by Jackson and stolen by Russell. And they're running. Peters passes to Maverick. Misses in close. Johnson the screen. Here's Lampley. And the rebound goes to the Elites. Maverick's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly...
So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Well, as Dr. O'Neal predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. Told you that 10.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as the second half of the NBA season
is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Let's get it on the Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand. And here we go with Freak. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can.
And there are 25 balls total, 5 racks with 5 balls in each of them. And, of course, the last ball of every rack is the money ball, counting for double.
And, guys, by my math, that adds up to a maximum of 30 points, which has never been done. But who knows? We'll see if one of these guys can get on an unprecedented roll. There we go.
Now 8 points.
Boy, he's in a good rhythm right now.
9 consecutive makes. He is in a flow.
Nice job there. That's 2 good racks in a row.
That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. This is getting ridiculous. That's 13 straight.
3 good racks in a row. Shooting the ball well.
Make it 17. That gives him 18. Makes it to 19. 5 big points on that rack alone. Up to 22.
Well, now he's got it going.
Ran out of time there. He's all the way up there at 23 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
It got out of control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen any.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
Guys, most of the time,
a fine score of 22 points for the round. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Well, he did, especially considering the fact that he came out of the gates pretty slowly. But when things kicked into gear for him, guys, he really got hot.
So it'll be Kyrie Irving here.
A hot start is...
He's all the way up there at 23 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
My, oh my. We've seen shooters get hot in this contest, but not often do they get that hot. Wow.
Mavericks got the top score in the qualifying round.
I think we've seen an outstanding competition.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
J.J. Redick, a terrific shooter, shot over 40% from distance in his career as Duke.
The round ends, and he's got 19. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
He lit it up big time. That was some silky smooth shooting all the way through.
Yeah, his stroke looked great. He went along at a perfect pace. He did pretty much everything right.
And here we go with Freak.
The two-point balls can be the make or break factor in this event. Was hitting the money ball something that you thought about during the course of the round, Steve, or was it just another shot for you?
No, it was critical, Clark, and I always tried to take just a split second longer on those money balls just to make sure I held the follow-through, held my focus on the rim before moving on to the next rack.
Stealing. He's in the zone. Boy, what a start he's got going here.
8 more points for him to tie it up.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
7 straight. He's stringing them together.
3 good racks in a row, shooting the ball well.
2 more to tie it up.
11 straight. He's raining them down. Oh, that's good. He takes the lead.
Way to step up big in this final round.
Yeah, stepping up and really stroking the ball.
One after another, after another. How in the world is he doing it? A jaw-dropping 28 points for the round. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Yeah, it was a terrific start. He was feeling it from the get-go.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done.
Fellas, 25 shots in 60 seconds, that's a lot. One of the hard things, I'm sure, is staying focused all the way through that 25th shot.
Yeah, and in your head, Clark, you start counting the seconds and you think, oh man, I'm not going to finish the round. And then you start rushing things. So
he gets all the way up to 21 points. And we have reached the conclusion of the Foot Locker three-point contest. And what an event it is.
What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best to relax and enjoy it. Maybe get the fans a little show, too. But you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
And you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
The top shelf of NBA players all gathered here tonight for the All-Star Game. It's great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so here are the West All-Stars.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. Russell Westbrook out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Leonard in at the 5.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Here is Durant. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Durant the pass to Leonard. That one goes. Count it.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Westbrook with it. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
We talked about the game, and Coach made it clear that he was going to do everything he could to have a very small presence in the game. These guys know what they're doing, and nobody wants to see me calling timeouts or anything. I'm going to roll the ball out and let them play. Just what players could hope for.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Lillard. There's a good screen. Back to Westbrook from downtown. You know what? The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Pass to Maverick. Lets it go. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Maverick's got his second bucket tonight. East All-Stars on defense. Picked by Griffin. Lillard against DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. Lillard misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Maverick. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Outside Westbrook to the paint. Shot to stop the run, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Here's Maverick. 7 points in the game. That's good.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And here is Durant following the three-pointer by Freak. Lillard attacking. Rebound by the East All-Stars. The feed to DeRozan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
The rebound by Maverick. Maverick's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The kick out to LeBron. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Lillard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Good job there by Leonard setting that screen.
Dishes to DeRozan. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Outside Anthony. Fires, high post. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Nobody near Leonard. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Leonard's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
A big group substitute for the East. Andre Drummond's checked in for Millsap. Love comes in for Anthony. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Lowry in for DeMar DeRozan. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Boy, they'd love to retake the lead right now.
And they double up Davis. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
The drive by Lowry. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Here's Maverick, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. That's a great start for him, hitting 75% from the field on 8 attempts. For those of you that are struggling with math, he's 6 of 8.
Curry kicks to Towns, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Lowry passes to Love. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Love's got his first points in this one.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Up top, Curry, now recovering. On the wing, Thompson. Knocked away. Maverick. Can't hit. Off.
Get ready for your East All-Star Game.
A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Maverick, he's in at the point. Anthony out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's James in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, following the miss by Draymond Green.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Green kicks to Westbrook. The screen from Thompson. Fast break. Here we go. Puts up a 3, and he knocks it down. Good looking through there from Maverick. Mavericks got 18 points. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's Maverick after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And that one's good. Millsap.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right. Look at that.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Now, here's Lillard. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Ball's knocked loose. LeBron passes to Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 21 points for Freak.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Leonard, and that time also a missed shot. And here we go, fast break. James has got it. There's the bucket, good. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Durant. Takes a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's DeRozan. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
There's the pick. It's Westbrook with the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Millsap. Love comes in for Anthony. And it's Kyle Lowry in for LeBron. Unloads. No good from Maverick.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here's Parsons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Outside Lowry. Drummond passes to Maverick. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
It's Harden with the drive. Buries it down low. Harden's got his first points of the night.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And, Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
No good from Maverick. Lillard outside. And oh, here we go, DeRozan, nobody back.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Harden's shot is good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Shots good from there.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And here's Harden. He's got 5. 1 second left. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The East All-Stars up on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's...
Oh, wow. And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Now here's Griffin.
That's a walk.
No good. Nice D from DeRozan. Elbow shot is on the way. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Millsap. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Outside Anthony. Puts up a 3. Good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the wing right side. Here's Westbrook. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Westbrook's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. And there's the pass to Maverick. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maverick's got 30 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
James against Durant. Now the dish to Lillard. Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. Westbrook, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Westbrook's got 10.
Boy, a little touch of style from Westbrook on that one.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Matt.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Maverick in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Lowry. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. From 13 feet, down it goes. Good for Maverick. Maverick's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the East All-Stars. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by DeRozan. Lillard dishes to Parsons. Leonard against Lowry. Leonard kicks to Griffin. Pass to Thompson. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And it's 7 points for Klay Thompson. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Just an amazing game for Maverick. He's got 33 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Anthony's checked in. The shot's good from Griffin.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Left side, DeRozan. He feeds it to Love. Inside, here's Maverick, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Feeds to Thompson. 6 to shoot. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Right side, DeRozan. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Leonard. The screen from Thompson. Griffin passes to Lillard. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Kevin Love. Then for the West All-Stars, Durant comes in for Parsons, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Thompson. And Westbrook, here we go, kicks it to Griffin. Passes to Durant. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Westbrook with it. Outguarded by Maverick. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
He rifled that one in from distance. 39 points for Freak.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Leonard dishes to Westbrook. He kicks it to Griffin. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. West also making a switch. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Draymond Green. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. LeBron against Parsons. James, the pass to Mack. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Mavericks got 42 in the game. Here's West now. Harden kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Griffin.
That's a wall.
No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Pass to Maverick. There's the triple. Parsons with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Harden dishes to Curry. Goes up the baseline, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
DeRozan passes to Millsap. Down low. Maverick, soft touch off the glass. Mavericks got 44.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki a screen. Curry outside. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong. I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And there's the feed to Anthony. There's the pass to Maverick. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Mavericks got 48.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith and the All-Star Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bomb.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Taking a look at the Pacers, the top seed in the East. They'd never admit to looking past their opponent, but their goal is to make short work of this series and keep fresh for a title run. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to capture the momentum right now, and you got to come out the gate strong, feisty.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to center court. Now to present the most valuable player, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
To the great fans here tonight, to the first-class organization, and to an all-star group of teammates, you are the NBA most valuable player. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor to receive this award. But first things first, this isn't just me. To the 14 guys on my team, the great coaching staff, you guys made this happen as much as I did. Thank you. But most of all, this is for all of you. It's an honor to receive this award in front of the greatest fans in the world. Your support means so much to me. And of course, Mama, Dad, Yvette, CC, I love you guys. This is for you too. But now, it's time to go out there and win this game.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Ready to go? Round 1, game 1. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. We've got the Washington Wizards and Indiana. You take a look at the Pacers. They're the #1 seed. They'll be tough to handle, no doubt about it.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
And now Washington's starting group. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Borchardt is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here is Wall. Following the score by Taj Gibson. Wall with another miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Passes it to Maverick. Fires for 3. That ball.
Come on now, let's go.
Maverick's got the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's Morris. There's the screen. To the middle, and they get it. Wall, that's good.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Oh, good on the three. The Pacers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's a
All right, keep fighting.
And that's what you expect from
D
them.
up after this one, all right? Let's go.
Both free throws good for Magic.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside, Wall. Morris a screen. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. Here's Maverick. A huge slam. A perfect end to the fast break.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is in the pudding.
It's Beal on the wing. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And George gets it to go.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. He dishes it to Oubre. From about 19 feet, Pacers with the rebound.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Start it.
He's checked in for Indiana. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Wizards. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beal dishes the Wall. Feeds it to Morris. It's Porter outside. Count the bucket. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Gibson setting a pick for Ellis. No good from Maverick.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Pacers leading by 10. Here's Mahimi. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Wall. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
And Wall kicks to Morris. The feed to Porter. It's stolen by Mahimi. Now the Pacers moving it up. Monte Ellis again.
That's moving.
Ellis has got his second basket of the night.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Beal from long range. Washington gets it back. Outside, Wall. Second shot opportunity, and good on the basket. Book it.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
On the wing, Ellis. Again, Indiana.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And Wall kicks to Morris. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal, that's for 2. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Gibson the screen. Here's Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Let's go.
14 points for
Maverick. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Beal. Outside, Wall. Just 3 on the clock. And the rejection by Mahimi. The first. He sat down with Freak to discuss his MVP season and what winning the award means to him. But no doubt he put in a truly historic season.
And without question, he's the best player in the league, Kevin. And right now, his team needs him to play like the MVP because they follow his lead. And if they're going to win it and get this victory, he's got to play like the MVP.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And position here for the first game.
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Maverick, he's in a shooting guard. Solomon Hill is out there with John Henson. And there's Hill, and it's Turner in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Freak in the last match against the Celtics got down to business. He finished with 34 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Just numbers that really jump out.
Maverick. And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Oh, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on the road. He could have won that game all by himself.
Leans from outside. Offensive rebound. Hill. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside.
And so here is Indiana. The dish to Gibson. And there's the pass to Maverick. Sessions with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Porter passes to Wall. Here's Morris, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Terrific game for Maverick. 22 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Marcin Gortat. Both free throws good from Marcin Gortat.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Gibson right through the D for the layup. Gibson's got his second basket of the night.
Ooh, tough layup with the guy right on him. He can be a hard player to handle at times.
Porter kicks to Morris. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Indiana moving it around. Here's Maverick. Off target with his 3. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Sessions kicks to Porter. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to Maverick. With 1 on the clock. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. A dominating first half. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Oubre in at the 3. Passes to Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Wall is screen on Ellis. And Wall. Here we go now. Can't make good off the pick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
The Wizards shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Maverick. Rebound, Washington.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Beal gets a wide open look. The rebound by Maverick.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Kicks the Wall. Pass to Beal. Launches a 3. That's good. Beal's got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And now, let's hear it for your Ace Mates.
And during this break, let's take a look at some of the very best perimeter passers in basketball. These were the regular season assist leaders from the shooting guard position. Third is Monte Ellis.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too. 1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Wall's shot is off.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Henson's checked in for Gibson. And George Hill's subbed in for Monte Ellis. And a switcher also for Washington. Hansbrough's checked in. Splitter, that's good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And George kicks to Henson. Here's Maverick. Rebound by the Wizards.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Stolen by Henson. Dishes it to Hill. He feeds it to Henson. Here's Maverick, covered by Wall. Shot's good by Turner.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
It's Wall with the drive.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Mahini's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Oubre. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Sessions with it. Hansbrough setting the pick for Sessions. Porter outside. And another miss by Washington. Pacers leading by 23. Here's Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Sessions dishes to Beal. Hansbrough setting the pick for Beal. He kicks to Splitter. Tipped away. And here's the break. Here's Hill. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hill's got his third basket of the night right there. The Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Feeds it to Beal. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 3 assists now in this one. Henson the pass to Hill. To the inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Some changes for Indiana. Hill comes in for Henson. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. Down low. Ramon Sessions on the assist from Hansbrough. Sessions has got his second bucket of the night.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Maverick passes to Mahimi, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And Sessions kicks to Splitter. There's the screen. Over to the wing. And there's the feed to Sessions. There's Porter with the 3. Can't get it to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Stuckey. Here's Beal with 2 seconds left, and that one's good. Beal's got 11 points. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Here is Hill. Maverick in at shooting guard. Taj Gibson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Hill in at the 1. That's the Pacers 5.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And a sharp pass to set up that high-percentage shot in close.
Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Maverick, again, Indiana.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now Sessions swiped away. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Finished off the break. And it's 6 points here for Taj Gibson. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Splitter sets a screen. And Sessions kicks to Beal. And the 3 off target.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Maverick, and good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. 33 points for Freak.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's Sessions. And another miss by Washington. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. He's feeling it. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now that's 35 points for Freak. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And that one's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Pacers.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this look at that jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Allen dishes to Stuckey. Indiana moving it around. That's good. Mavericks got 41.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Outside, George. There's the pass to Maverick. Here's Allen. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Poked loose. They're running, and here they go. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right.
Yes, guys, I'm here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Freak. He had just an outstanding 4th quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact. And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2.
2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Checking out the Pacers, they were very effective in asserting their will in game 1, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into game 2. And after winning game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen. I'm a little overconfident.
You're overconfident?
Yeah.
Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher.
You can taste the excitement here in Indianapolis. Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Indiana, a successful outing in game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of the series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
And now Washington's starting group. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the 5 spot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Maverick. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. Maverick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Gibbs on the screen. Here's Maverick. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They grab their own miss, and it's sent back by George.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Now, here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Beal's got 5 now.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
George passes to Maverick. On the wing, Ellis. And the Pacers another 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
There's the steal. Here's George, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Here's Wall, following the score by Indiana. As to Gortat. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahaney's checked in for Turner. John Henson comes in for Tucker.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up two baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Gortat misses.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Hill, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Hill's got his first basket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Wizards making a switch here. Splitters checked in. 1:41 left in the first. Sessions with it. Morris with the screen for Sessions. Passes it to Porter. Inside. It's stolen by Hill. And another fast break chance here for the Pacers. Here we go. Porter with the steal. Sessions with it. He's picked up by Hill. There's the three. The offensive rebound. Morris with the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
During this break in the action, let's take a look at the NBA's top shooters from the regular season. Freak is second. John Henson fourth.
Those numbers speak for themselves. I mean, do you think these guys help their teams make it to the playoffs by shooting that well? You better believe they did. High-quality shooting is always important on playoff teams.
Hansbrough's checked in for Markieff Morris. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. This is DeVille. Shoots the three. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. 8 points here for Beal. Indiana leading by 5. Hill passes to Matt. Here's Mahaney. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Beal's shot is good.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Feeds it to Mahaney. And stolen by Splitter. Pass to Hansbrough. 1 second left. No good on that last second attempt there. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards team. The Wizards not exactly, Clark, the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here on how tough the Washington defense can be.
Well, it's been good enough to have taken them further than most thought they'd go. And you don't get there without the defense, Kevin. You know that. And I'm really impressed, though, with Wall's mindset in all of that.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Splitter is out there with Tyler Hansbrough, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up on the floor. He ended with 41 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
13 feet away. Rebounded by the Wizards. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Oubre is checked in for Washington. Another steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. George has got the ball. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Here's Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
And I think Doris, something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense is starting to click.
It's Wall with the drive. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Oubre kicks to Morris. Stolen by Ellis. And the pass to Maverick. Turner dishes to Ellis. Here's Maverick from deep three-point range. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Now here's Beal. 10 points for him. Unloads from 13. Gortat misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Beal the pass to Morris. Wizards passing it around. Morris with a screen on Ellis. Back to Morris. Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Oubre can't get it to go. And it's Indiana's ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Ellis kicks to George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 18.
2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of the game. Wall wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Wall's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
No clue.
And through the first half.
Well, guys,
we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
And that's part of his greatness. I mean, in big games, he always performs, lays it out. He loves the games where everybody's watching, and you can see why. This is a big-time performer here.
Maverick in at point guard. Taj Gibson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Ellis in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall. Here we go now. The shot is off. Nice D from Maverick.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Outside, Wall. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. George passes to Maverick. The 19-foot shot. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Morris a screen. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Pacers.
I think this is one of the reasons this team is where they are right now. They are very opportunistic and aggressive, not just in causing turnovers, but in converting them.
From deep, Wall.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Turner with the block.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And so it's Washington with it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Maverick. Back to George. At the top of the key, Turner. Here's Maverick. And a miss there on the triple. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Indiana leading by 20. In the corner, Gibson with it. On the wing, Ellis. Gibson the screen. Off the pick. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wall's got 7. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Maverick passes to Gibson. And the layup's good off the glass.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw, no good. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Splitter's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Oubre, and he sinks the second. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Maverick. He's got 25. Over in the corner, Ellis. That 3 off the mark. Wizards trail by 21. And here's Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ellis goes in. The 3. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target for Maverick.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming over the court are your Pacers.
Henson checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for Monte Ellis. And then for Washington, Hansbrough's come in for Gortat. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Knocks it loose, and up the court come the Pacers. Up.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. George passes to Maverick. No good on the three. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The 15-footer, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Washington. Now Sessions. Splitter with a screen on Hill. Hansbrough misses.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The shot's good from Maverick.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Splitter sets a screen for Sessions. He kicks to Hansbrough. Tries it from 9. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists tonight. Hill against Sessions. Here's Maverick. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Sessions dishes to Beal. He feeds it to Sessions. Hansbrough a screen on Hill. Kicks it to Beal. The three. Can't get it to go.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
There's the dish to Porter. The three. Beal cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Indiana's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Pass to Maverick. And he banks in the layup. Maverick's got 38 points.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court are your Pacers fans.
And we're back to the action. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Ramon Sessions, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Splitter. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. and it's Wall in at the point. That's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Ellis against Sessions. Ellis the pass to Maverick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Mavericks got 41.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Ellis with it. Outside, George. And count the basket. He was fouled. There's 39 seconds left in the game. They swipe it. Here's Maverick. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Here's Sessions. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
To the middle, Gortat with the steal. Now here's Porter. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet Freak. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo. And we are still early in the postseason. There's more